Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be talking about the JavaScript array short methods in JavaScript. We've been talking about the methods and properties available to work with arrays in JavaScript in our previous videos, and this video is a continuation of the methods and properties by which you can work with arrays in your JavaScript code. And in this particular lesson, we'll be taking a look at the way we can sort array in JavaScript. So the sort method, the reverse method are both methods of working with arrays as well in JavaScript. So the first one we are going to be taking a look at is how you can sort an array. The sort method sorts an array alphabetically. For example, when you want to write the alphabet of a language, it usually starts from the beginning. For example, if I want to write English alphabet, it's going to be something like ABC and so on and so forth. So it will start from the beginning and serially it will follow each other until it gets to the last element of that alphabet. So the same way is the way you can use the sorting method to sort an array alphabetically, which means that the sequence of the elements will follow one another alphabetically, which means that if you have a mixture of different elements with different alphabet, the sort method is going to arrange them sequentially, which means A will come before B, B will come before C, C will come before D, and so on and so forth. And here on my screen is an example. So this is an array, and then you just pass the method to the array element, and then it will sort it alphabetically. Another thing is the way you can reverse an array. So the reverse method reverses the elements in an array. So the reverse method is just like the opposite. So it will reverse all the elements in your array. And here's an example for it. And then lastly, you have this option that you can combine both sort and reverse, which means that it can sort an array in descending order. So from the highest to the lowest. That's what you get when you combine the sort and the reverse method. So let's quickly take a look at some examples for each of these methods in our code editor. So I already have my code editor here. So let me go ahead and make the array itself foot. And so this is my array itself. So what do I want to do? So I want to first output what we have from this array. So if you see this in the output, let me just refresh. Now you can see banana, orange, apple, and mango, which correspond to what I have here. So now let me pass the sort method to it. I'll just call the array name, then the method which I want to apply on it, and then I can say give me this. So I'll just uncomment this because I want the two to show. So now look at it. You can see that this is the initial elements: banana, orange, apple, and mango. You can see that it follows any order. Apple is after orange and mango is after apple. But by the time I pass the sort method, you can see that everything has been arranged very well in an alphabetical order: A, B, M, and O. So this is how it follows each other serially in alphabet. So this is how the sort method helps us to sort an array alphabetically. And from here, let's take a look at an example for the reverse methods. So the same example, the same array, and then I can get out the first one. Now you can see this is what I have initially: banana, orange, apple, mango. So now I want to apply the reverse method on it. So let me get this out and let's see what changes. Now you can see that the reverse method reverses the elements in an array. You can see what is happening here. You can see that it's picking from the end and it's reversing it back to the starting of our array. You can see mango first, followed by apple, followed by orange, and followed by banana. So what used to be the first element before the reverse method has now become the last element after we apply the reverse method to our array. And last but not the least, I want to show an example for this, which says that by combining sort and reverse, you can sort an array in descending order. So let's take a look at an example for that. as well. So I'm going to make as usual, I will use fruit as an example here also. So I want to get this out, document.getId. Now you can see my original array elements, banana, orange, apple. This time around, I want to add one more thing, pineapple. I think this does it. Yeah, good. So now we have banana, pineapple, orange, apple, and then mango, as you can see. So if I pass in the short, don't forget I want to combine two methods here, which is the short and the reverse method. So and now the second method, what I just did is the comment, is nothing special, reverse this way. So now this is the second array that reverse our array. So now if I now want to get the current state of fruit, let's see what I will get. Document dot get element by id. Right now I am not getting anything, right? Now let me check if there's any error in my console by inspecting it. Fruit.short is not a function, which means that in trying to pass the method to the fruit array, I made a mistake. You can see if you look at this, SROT instead of SORT. So that's where the problem is coming from. So also can help a lot to search for what is wrong and get an idea of what is actually wrong with your code. Now look at the two methods now. Now, this first array, the first method that short the array, and then the second one reverses it. Now, if you look at the screen, you can see what we have now. We have pineapple, we have orange, we have mango, we have banana, we have apple. Now, what do they say to happen if you combine both? Let's take a look at it again. Now, by combining short and reverse, you can sort an array in descending order, which means that you can sort your array in descending order. That's from the highest to the lowest. And if you take a look at what we have right here on the screen, you will see that it follows a similar pattern. The pineapple, I think the pineapple is the longest, yeah, in length. Then the orange, higher. Then the mango, O is higher than M is higher than B, and B is higher than A. So which means that it is actually true that you can sort your array in descending order because all these are higher. E is higher than O, so and so on, so forth. So this is how the short and the reverse method works in JavaScript when working with array. Thank you, and in the next lesson, I'll see you.